This is a new Mercedes-Benz C350e, replacing the C300 at the top of the C-Class lineup here in Malaysia. Fully assembled locally with upgraded specs and a new battery back there with improved performance as well. We're going to take a look at the new Mercedes-Benz C-Class variant to launch here in Malaysia. My name is AIMAN ABDULLAH, this is Malaysian Motoring, and this is our launch coverage of the new Mercedes-Benz C350e. Now with the C350e, obviously the biggest update here is the powertrain. So up front you will find a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine mated to a 25 kilowatt-hour battery that lives somewhere back there, and there's also an electric motor underneath. All of that goes through a 9G transmission, or a 9-speed automatic transmission, and is able to launch this car from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 6.1 seconds, while still maintaining a very good fuel economy. Now, using the 11 kilowatt AC charging port, you can recharge this car from dead to full in about 2.5 hours, and on a full charge, this car will be able to do up to 117 kilometers based on the WLTP cycle on all electric range alone. Now with the C350e now coming in at the top of the C-Class lineup, obviously there are plenty of goodies here. Over the regular C300, or the outgoing C300, we now get digital light, adaptive matrix LED headlights up front. There are now a new design for the alloy wheels, although they're now 18 inches instead of 19. You get the night pack as standard, which means all of the chrome bits on the outside are done mostly in black. And more importantly, back here in the boot, we no longer have any underfloor storage, because that's where the battery lives, obviously. Now, as I mentioned earlier, charging for this car is done by an 11 kilowatt AC charger available on that side, which should be able to rejuice this car from dead to full in about 2.5 hours. Now, the interior of the C350e is very similar to what we've seen before from the C300, which means you get this lovely sort of metal tech interior with this lovely huge 11.9-inch central touchscreen display. Now, up ahead is a 12.3-inch display, which obviously is not touchscreen, and all of this obviously runs the Mercedes-Benz MBUX system, which means all the graphics look really good. It's nice and responsive. Everything is nice and snappy, and this is exactly what you'd expect to find within a car like this. This display here for the driver is obviously almost infinitely customizable, with you able to pick and choose what information you want to have displayed. Audio in this car is played via a standard setup, a standard Mercedes-Benz hi-fi setup, no Burmester here. And of course, in terms of the mode selections, you will have the usual selection of things between comfort, eco, normal, and there should also be a special EV only or electric only selection for EV motoring. Now, in terms of other accoutrements in here, obviously you have your electrically adjustable steering wheel, electrically adjustable front seats with memory settings on both sides. You have the fantastic ambient light system in here, which we've seen before from other C-Class models, and of course you get the standard fit panoramic sunroof with a 2-piece sun blind, which is, unlike the Tesla Model 3, automatic. Now with this seat setup in my driving position, as you can see, I have a pretty good amount of knee room and a pretty good amount of foot room, because I can tuck my feet in underneath the seat in front of me. Headroom is also pretty good despite that sloping roofline and, as I mentioned, the standard fit panoramic sunroof. We do not have climate controls back here because the dual zone climate control is used or utilized or manipulated only from the screen up ahead, and there are also no USB ports I've noticed in here, which is actually quite a notable omission in a car like this. Now the doors do open a decent size, which means putting in a car seat shouldn't be too difficult, although please bear in mind that with rear facing child seats you might end up rubbing against the back of this seat. There is of course a deployable center armrest with a couple of cup holders here, as well as a little device holder should you want it. But again, the omission of USB ports back here is a little bit strange. There is also, of course, this nice privacy blind here, as well as another blind back there in order to kind of reduce the amount of UV rays that come into the cabin. But as far as I'm concerned, everything in here does look pretty good. Now the C350e also comes with a pretty decent amount of safety kit, including things like autonomous emergency braking, automatic adaptive headlights, as I mentioned earlier, as well as a fantastic 360-degree camera, although it does not come with adaptive cruise control just yet. That said, however, Mercedes-Benz Malaysia did say that they will listen to customer feedback and add features for future model years should there be demands for it, including demands for 50 kilowatt DC charging. Now, in terms of pricing, Mercedes-Benz says the C350e will come in at an estimated 355,000 ringgit, including the 4-year unlimited mileage package, as well as a 6-year 150,000 kilometer warranty coverage for the battery and electric drive unit. Now, as these cars are currently open for booking, it is not technically on sale just yet. There will still be a few more things to screw down, but this is essentially the spec that we'll be getting. All we need to know now is the finalized price. Let us know what you think about the new Mercedes-Benz C350e. Do you think that this is a worthy replacement for the very beautiful, very beguiling Mercedes-Benz C300 AMG line? Let us know in the comment section below. In any case, that has been our launch coverage of the new Mercedes-Benz C350e. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you're notified every time we make a new upload. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. All the links are in the description below, including the link for our new WhatsApp group. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and maybe next time we won't have to film in public.